Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays the Dragon Disciple, where I have arrived at the Gatekeeper's Grove, which is surely going to become one of my favorite places over the course of the series because these are the Gatekeepers, and they're the ones who are trying to protect the Codex from the forces of evil. So, therefore, they are going to be very much a part of the series where the Codex is a big part. So I'll speak to Val Akalamnash, who is associated with Saltmarsh, it looks like. Welcome to the Gatekeeper's Grove. If you've come here in search of glory, you're in luck. Our order needs an adventurer to find a page of the Codex of the Infinite Planes. The fragment of the evil artifact is located somewhere near a small town called Saltmarsh. Say the word and I'll teleport you there, but take heed. This seaside town may seem peaceful, but it is more dangerous than it sounds. Okay, and why me? Why are you not sending a gatekeeper after it? Because you're the star of the series, right? That is exactly what we did. After detecting the page with our scrying, we sent Baltham Coral, a member of our order, to scout the area. But it's been many days, and we've had no word back from him. We fear the worst. Thus, we call on you to help to find the page, and Baltham as well, if you can. Baltham. I don't think I've ever remember finding Baltham, so I will presume that means we can't. And what makes you think that I'll do any better than Baltham did? Gatekeepers know many things and seek to learn more, but they lack your skills in combat. Then, too, the gatekeepers can be led astray by our curiosity. The Codex pages are evil, as I said, and try to corrupt everyone that touches them. Our hope is that an adventurer who seeks a page, not for the knowledge that it contains, but only for a material gain, will be better able to resist the page's evil influence. Somehow that sounds rather dodgy to me, but that's an entirely different matter. More dangerous than it sounds indeed. Well, I guess I'm interested, and since I am level 3, the heroic level for this, I guess I will head over there. The nice thing about working for the gatekeepers is that they go poof and you are at the location where you need to go. How convenient. Alright, well, Edda Olens. Maybe she'll know something about this person I'm seeking, or about the Codex page. Looking for some kind of evil, are you? Oh, you came to the right place. That's all kinds of mischief going on around here right now. Lizard folk, smugglers, mysterious sounds at night. I wouldn't be surprised if this codex page of yours is behind some of or all of this. If you're interested, I can point you to some of the more unusual goings on. Just make sure that you're fixing problems instead of causing them, alright? People around here won't stand for an outsider rabble-rouser running through town and making a mess. Wonderful. So this is the sinister secret of Saltmarsh, which would be our little escapade for this month. Alright, I'll help you to track down this problems. Maybe I will find the codex page and all this. Can you tell me anything about Saltmarsh? Well, it's damp, crawling with crocs, and located in the back end of nowhere. But it is my home. I'll do anything I can do to protect the people living here. We've mostly fisher folk by trade, that and smugglers bringing in wine without paying the import tax, and we've made quite a name for ourselves over the years. Even though we're smaller than Burl or Seaton, people still come here from all over to trade. But it's a small town with big problems, and it's going to take some big deals to fix them. Alright, I'll help you track down the problems. The folk in town say that the house up on the hill is full of ghosts. That's nothing new. They've been saying that since I was a lass. What's new is that the ghosts have been getting rather perky lately, shining lights at night and moaning at all hours. That sounds pretty evil to me. Maybe the codex page of yours is behind this. Speak with Crag, our town's historian. He can tell you more about this house. Alright, I'll talk to Crag about the haunted house. I presume this is Crag, gravedigger and town historian. Okay, I mean, if I were at the Grove, I would have thought he was a gatekeeper. An adventurer from out of town, are ye? We don't get a lot of folk in these parks. Well then, go ahead, make yourself at home. Have a drink, or try your hand at fishing. But if ye know what you're good for ye, keep away from that there house up on the hill. Well, what can you tell me about this house up on the hill? Someday, long past, that house had a name of its own. Nowadays, the place is falling to pieces, and everyone just calls it the haunted house. Why? Weird noises, lights and shadows in the windows. I've even heard a sailor say that his crewmate never came back once he went inside. But people won't stay away. Some fool lets loose that there's treasure of some sort inside. Ha! No amount of baubles or coin could convince me to go inside. I may stand watch over the graves of the graveyard, but I fear death all the same. All right. Okay, do you have anything about the history of this house? Now you're on after your own heart, huh? Your own heart. Not enough people in this town want to know about its history, interested as it be. As it was recorded in the Saltmarsh town logs, that there house belonged to a magic fella of some sort years ago. He used to brew medicines and potions and sell them in town, so I've heard. That's where the information stops. No one knows what happened to him. One day he just gone. But I can say one thing. He's not buried anywhere in the town's graveyard. I know. I looked. And besides, I suppose if... Well, actually, I guess it would have been long enough ago that he wouldn't have been the one doing the burying in any case. Alright, well, anyway, I'm going to go to the haunted house. A few spooky noises won't scare me away. And besides, there could be a codex page there or a clue as to the codex page, right? Let's go and find out. One of the nice things about this level is that you don't have to worry about hirelings, because one of the early expansions they had this level 3 permanent cleric with it, and that really is a nice thing to bring on. There's also Frogo. I don't remember if I brought Frogo along with me, but in any case, I do have to remember to fetch the contract out of my vault if I did forget it, because
the decrepit house stands atop the cliffs. A stiff wind blows in off the waves, carrying the briny stink of churning salt water.
Because having a rogue with me could be handy at some times, right? The haunted house. The haunting of Saltmarsh. I must admit, it's not exactly a welcoming place.
The front door opens into a musty, dirty entrance hall. You spot some faint footprints in the filth, leading down the corridor ahead.
Alright. Actually, if we're going to be facing the dead here, I have a feeling the dead aren't going to exactly be subject to poison all that much. At least that's what I'm assuming, we have a haunted house and all. What happened there? Nope. Okay. We have a shrine! Hope we won't be needing that too soon. Hidden. Well, I don't see the location of the hidden.
Judging by the cracked pots and planters, as well as the overgrown weeds, this room was a plant conservatory.
Oops. I start looking and immediately rats appear. Okay, what do we got here? Fungus. Spiders. Big enough, spiders are big enough to eat rats, I guess. Okay. Nope, nothing in here. Okay, well, there's something here, obviously, but I can't find it.
You notice a book on the shelf that's much less dusty than the ones around it.
Well, then, let's...
When you try to pull out the book, the shelf slides over, forming an entrance to the library.
Ooh. Okay, what's this book? A weathered tome. The magical properties of gemstones. Well, if I were making magic items, that might be useful. You find a code of some sort scrawled across the page. 215.
You're able to make out half of a numerical password inside this book.
But what does the other half say? Well, anything else in here? Oh, a door! I wonder where this goes. Yeah, back here. Okay, that takes care of that side. Anything here? Anything here? Anything here? Malachite and a lapis. Nothing there. Well, something's there, but it's locked, so I can't see it. Well then, well, nothing to bash there. Look behind you. What? Whatever. You see anything? Behind you? Ah, this is an easy way to look behind you. Just look forward in a mirror. Well, nothing there. So, how about this direction? Okay, one door closes as I approach it. This one opens as I approach it. Must be.
Corpses occupy the remaining seats around the broken table, surrounded by desiccated food. Flies dance above their heads.
Wonderful. Well, at least the flies can eat. Okay. Never mind. This place is haunted. Just remember that. Anything in here?
The kitchen is dirty and damp. The
Spiders.
stairs up are missing a few treads and smell of decay. The door on the eastern wall is locked with a heavy iron padlock.
Heavy iron padlock. Yep, it's a heavy iron padlock. What about in here?
This once lavish room is cold and barren. The taxidermied animals that line the walls pierce you with their cold, empty gazes.
The magical properties of herbs and flowers. Alright. An herbologist would love to hear some of this. You see a faint glimmer from within the owlbear's mouth. What's inside it?
Inside the stuffed owlbear's beak, you find a lever. As you pull it, you hear stones shifting overhead.
Ooh. Jump, 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 jump. Oh. Jump. Okay. Some sort of trap in the area, apparently. I guess there isn't much hope of me Well, oh, silver key.
You find the silver key inside the crate.
Well, it's some progress. Anything else in here? Like copper? Silver?
You can hear a faint aria emanating from behind this door, on which dangles a heavy silver padlock.
Well, at least the door is right.
In the center of this room lies a single torn mattress. A fiddle moves seemingly on its own, playing a lilting tune.
Oh, the iron key is sleeping.
As you pry the keys from the mattress's stuffing, the music stops. A disfigured figure crawls out from the shadows. It lets out a guttural growl and attacks. With the iron key, you should be able to unlock the door in the kitchen.
I wrote you a song. I'll keep practicing so I can play it for you. Apparently, it didn't like the song. Well, too bad. Well, I think that this is the same door. Oh. Well, not that I really am in great need of getting through it now, seeing how I've already raided the room in question. A lantern. What's the lantern doing here? And lit. Something hidden in the light? A gold
You
key.
find a gold key beneath the rug in front of this window.
Okay. Anything in here?
What was once a fine master bedroom now stands dirty and decayed. A small wooden trunk stands at the foot of the bed, its lid closed.
Well, I'm not exactly enthralled with the scenery in here, that's for sure. So let's try this thing in here. The safe is secured by a combination lock. You'll need to enter the correct passcode, 215-289 or 73. Well, half a chance I'll be completely wrong, right? Let's see if I can find the rest of the password. I'm sure there's one here somewhere. Ooh. How about here?
This was once a fine guest bedroom, but rodents and other vermin have infested its corners and burrowed into the grand furniture.
Of course. A code of some sort is scrawled into the 73, so it's 21573.
You can discern half of a numerical password inside this book. Now that you have found both halves, you should be able to put the password to good use.
I'm sure I can. Well then, let us put this to good use. One never knows what one's going to find inside here. Alright, 21573. The combination lock clicks open and you find nothing but dust and a human skull. Blech.
You unlock the trunk, but find nothing of value. Then you hear a harsh noise and a group of vermin attacks.
Alright. That was nasty. You're not going to attack either? Fine. Okay. Let's find out what else is going on in here.
As you ascend the stairs, you hear an angry voice. Who is in my house? It howls. Get out! The only sign of human life in this chamber is the flickering, shiny lantern set on the windowsill.
Is this the room I couldn't get into from below?
The only thing of any note in this room is a clump of tiny mushrooms that protrude from the floor and form a noxious circle.
Oh, yuck.
You find a small lever in the fireplace. When you
Oops.
pull it, the runes on the floor light up.
Okay. Really? One of these things. 2, 3. Well, that's one side open. Well, why they have this crazy thing in here, I have absolutely no idea on. Oh well. Not a very complex one as they go.
The crystal on the wall flares a bloody red and sounds a faint chime. You can hear the same noise coming from upstairs through the holes in the ceiling.
Okay. Don't ask me why. Is this thing? Oh. I thought I was going to be trapped in here. Okay. Oh. Yes. I'll find a chime. Oh, yes, of course. I'm downstairs now. Yep. That opened up that room. So let's get it this way. Ah!
A festering infestation has twisted this bedroom into a spider's den. From the doorway, you can see a glint of metal in the fireplace.
Okay, just whatever that thing was. Prayer beads. Okay, anything in here that's useful? Nope, not at all. And nothing in there that is useful in any way whatsoever. A lot of trouble to go through to open up such a room.
The door to this room is secured with a dingy gold padlock. In the far corner of this room lies a man, quite alive. He calls out to you in distress, though his words are muffled behind the cloth shoved into his mouth.
Okay, I'll pull the rag out of his mouth.
You remove the gag, and he sputters out a ragged breath. You notice a sizable lump on the back of his head.
Thank the gods you came along when you did. Name's Ned. Ned Snakeshaft. You have no idea how happy I am to see another living soul in this awful place. Quick, untie me so we can get out of this creepy place.
Oh, please, I'm unarmed. All I want to do is to get out of here as fast as I can. I heard about those rumors, but I came here anyway, and I only got 2 feet inside before I got jumped. Oh, what a dumb rube I was. Who jumped you? It was dark, so I couldn't see them. They knocked me out, then dragged me here, and then they bound me with these ropes and shoved this cloth in my mouth. I don't remember anything else. Why did they do this to you, whoever they are? Yes, they didn't like me poking around the place. All I wanted to do was to scrounge up some baubles and sell them to the market. I got a family, you see, my wife and my boy, waiting for me back to put some food onto the table. Oh, listen to me. You gotta get out of here. Whatever gems you find here aren't worth it. I would be dead already if you didn't come along. I have never got get to hug my little girl again. Oh boy, that is rough. But I have a question for you. You said you wanted to hug your little girl, but you said that you had a son. Yeah, that's what I meant. My little girl. I don't have a son. Where'd you get that idea? Oh, why'd you looking at me like that? Now, don't tell me you don't believe me. Then why did you say that you just now... That was just you and your little boy?
Because... forget it. Looks like you found me out. What a shame. If you just left, you'd have been safe.
I think these ropes are just for show.
You could have just taken our warnings and go on your merry way
Yeah.
back from wherever you're from, could you?
No matter.
I'll just have to stop you here then. You
Right.
got moves, I'll give you that. But there's a reason why they called me the Scourge of Satan. Whew. Where did you say you were from again? You're not just any rube. Those idiots set me up.
The assassin falls to his knees. It's your lucky day. You get to watch Ned Snakeshaft, the best assassin in these parts, die. Hope you enjoy the view. With one last gasp, the assassin crumples into a silent heap on the musty wood flooring.
Well, one assassin gone. So, unlock the door in the kitchen and search for the rumored treasure. Well, I would presume the rumored treasure is behind that kitchen door, and I believe they said an iron padlock, and I think I found an iron key at some point.
The door swings open, revealing a room significantly more damp and decayed than the others in the house. Stairs lead down into the darkness. The
Darkness.
smell of spoiled wine clogs your nose with its acrid odor. You nearly trip on a bloody, dismembered body in the center of this chamber.
It's not as dark as they claim. Kegs. More kegs. Even more kegs. Dead bodies. More dead bodies. Even more dead bodies.
Beyond this door lies a room so unlike anything else you have seen in the house that you pause for a moment, taken aback.
It's a barracks! What's a barracks doing in here? Okay.
This room is furnished with plain but sturdy furniture. Sheets on the bed appear freshly cleaned.
An advanced guide to mesmerism. The Saltmarsh Coast, a naval almanac. Okay. The Saucy Sahuagin, an illustrated volume of poetry. The Saucy Sahuagin? Okay. This place is creepy. Speaking of creepy, we got spiders in here. There you go. What do you say about that? Oh, well. Not much. I know. You don't have a tongue anymore. Or vocal box. Or anything else. Oh. Oh, we're still fighting? Oh. Sorry about that. Okay. We are done with that. You're done with... I guess that's back into here. Kitchen utensils. Relatively fresh meat. Yeah. So, if this is a barracks, where's the squad? I don't think it's supposed to be a squad of spiders. There you go. Definitely not supposed to be a squad of spiders. Oh. What's this?
Lanterns and supportive structures line this musty underground passage, suggesting the presence of human activity below.
Whoopsie-daisy! Rusty! Okay. Alright, well. Apparently you can't take it when the oxygenation is too fast. Okay, what's behind here? Whoops. Yeah, let's build up a little bit of key. What do you got in here? Open up! A shrine. Well, I smell a boss fight coming. Hello,
You
everyone!
emerge into a dingy, wet cavern with boxes and containers lining its walls. More smugglers stack their goods alongside the other merchandise. A robed figure turns toward you and shudders with surprise. I knew that rogue was useless, he says. Why our contact in town sent him to distract you is beyond me. The apparent leader of the smugglers glares at you. We can't let you leave alive, now that you've discovered our operation. You should have heeded our warnings and left this house while you had the chance.
Well,
The wizard vanishes.
whatever.
Yet copies of himself shimmer into view in his place. You'll be dead long before you can see through my illusions.
Well, we'll see about that. And you?
Your attack strikes flesh, and the wizard doubles over in pain. How can this be? He asks in a pained voice. Before he can run away, you strike him one last time. The remaining smugglers scramble out of the cavern, presumably headed to the ship where the rest of their operation waits. The gang will get their due in good time. For now, you content yourself with plundering the smugglers' wares. That should make up for the treasure you have been promised.
Sanballat, be ready with the cargo. The ship will be arriving at the usual place shortly. Captain. Alright. Some sort of orders going around. What's this? My plan is perfect. Distract whichever fool who dares to approach this house with my illusions. I'll make them think the house is haunted. They'll be none the wiser. Alright, so illusions and noises and all of that fun stuff. Well, just a little more bashing and let's see what the treasures is. Ooh. Alcadescent 4 Cloak of Natural Armor. Oh, what a combination. What a combination. Well, so much for that haunting. Apparently the haunting was from an illusionist. You back? And it were smugglers, not ghosts? And there I thought I'd seen it all. Ye be have cleared out the smugglers this time, but if ye didn't find their ship, it's not over yet. I won't tell anyone about the goods you took. You deserved it after all you saw there. A token from me as well, brave outlander. All right, thank you. What have we got? Focus goggles of spell penetration. Well, shocking quarters, venomous comma. What was the main weapon I was planning here? I think I was planning on clubs and scepters for it. But a venomous comma there, maybe I should look into commas instead. Well, I went through a lot of trouble though to... how about if I think on it? But that's it for this little adventure, but I am sure she's going to point me to somewhere else when we return for the next episode of Piney Plays the Dragon Disciple.